Alright, and then we should be good to go. But we can take a look at your games. See you're a nilah player. I think they changed her, right? She only gets extra XP if she gets the minion. They made that change, so like she's kinda, I won't say nerfed, but she's a little different now. That's what someone told me. I don't know if this is true, but someone told me she only gets extra EXP if she gets minion. Before she could just get EXP even if she doesn't kill the minion,
Uh-huh.
but it's kind of a nerf.
But actually, as far as I can remember, you got the XP when you killed the minion, regardless.
Or maybe it was like a long time ago, but I haven't played her. Well, I played her, but I didn't know about that. But okay, we can look at some of these games. We've been playing ranked flex. We can look at ranked solo duo, but I guess if you want to look at a more recent game when you've been, I guess, practicing her, did you want to go
Yeah,
over one of these?
yeah, we can.
Okay. Okay. Are you looking at my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I guess we can just hop into it, see what happened. We can look at some of your mid game. But Frank Flex is a little weird because everyone like the MMR is a little wonky. Like there are a bunch of different ranks. Maybe they're not completely trying. We can look at this guy. He was gold three, so not the worst, but like decent practice. But he might not really be trying too hard. And this guy's iron two. Well, sorry, I'm getting new RAM. I'm gonna install it tomorrow, so it'll be less laggy. But for now, I'm running like 100% max capacity. It's a little bit FPS choppy. But we can kind of see what's going on with your gameplay. I kind of know how to play nilah. I think she's really good into Draven. So if you ever see Draven and you're kind of scared, just pick nilah. She's like a pretty decent counter. You know cleanse, yeah, that's always good. Kind of like Samira, you just kind of need cleanse in case they
Yeah.
do in case they have good CC. Second win is fine. I mean, D Shield is fine. Honestly, against Twitch, you can probably be a little bit more aggressive. I think you can
Hmm.
go D Blade. Like if it was something like Caitlyn, where she can constantly poke you, like Kate Karma, I can see D Shield. But just because you're melee and they're ranged, I think we should still look at like the actual matchup. Like Twitch isn't really gonna lane bully you. And I think you have decent kill pressure with D Blade, so we don't really have to go D Shield here.
Okay.
But otherwise, this is also just decent habit. I'm just throwing out everything I notice, and then you can like rewatch and see what I was talking about later. Well, if you have any questions as I'm going, you can for sure ask. But I wouldn't actually level up a spell here just in case because your E could be super valuable in this level one invade. Like you could double dash, get first blood. So like
Yeah.
certain champions, you just guarantee want one spell, but I would actually hold the spell just to see what exactly goes on. But otherwise, this is fine. D shield, okay, yeah, it's fine to go. Second one, D shield will like guarantee you pretty much never get poked out of lane. So like that is fine, but as you get
Hmm.
more comfortable, you can have more kill pressure with D blade. And I don't even think Nyla's that bad from when I played her. I don't think she's that bad. I don't think it's like you have to sack lane. She just guaranteed loses. I honestly think she's like decent once you're at level three. You just have to play around that. But otherwise, yeah, we can kind of see this bush is okay to cheese in. That's kind of fine. Honestly, you'll probably have to give the level one because they are ranged. So even if you do bush cheese them, you might have to give it. But we can kind of see what happens. So we'll see what you do. Honestly, I don't think we have to hover this far back. I think we can kind of stand here and auto a minion, and then if
Okay.
he walks up, like we're kind of playing it like we just quite literally have to sit back here. We have to run D shield, but I don't think we have to play like this far back. I think we can queue a minion, we can auto. I don't think we need to like completely concede the lead. We have to like play like we're weaker, but I don't think we need to like completely concede lane if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, like we could queue this minion. We're kind of just freely able to hit it. But it's fine. I would queue there. Oh, unlucky. Otherwise, we can kind of just go through this game. I'll cover your mid game because honestly, I covered someone's lane phase in a couple sessions and they got a lot better. But then since I never covered their mid game, like they would get fed in lane phase, but they just wouldn't. They would kind of in mid game. So I'll try to cover the whole game for you. But if I notice something, I'll say it. But here, good. We kind of have to play back. If they're targeting your support, you can kind of auto them. Just be careful. Here, let me see what happened. How is this girl? Here, this is a thing you should just be aware of. You know, you're playing back here. They're about to hit level two. I would be, if I were you, I would be pinging this support to run because they're about to hit level two. So you you just have to be aware of what this guy's doing, and then kind of like if you see him just completely out of position, we have to ping him back. That's like it's not your fault that he's standing here, but you honestly could ping this guy back and say why are you go like ping him off. Like I would be
Mm,
100% pinging here. Like why is this guy still standing here? They're about to hit level two, so that's
mm,
just something to be aware of. Yeah, I'll write it down for you, but like uh pinging support. If enemy is about to hit level two, ping support back. Like that's just a good. I'll give you good habits and like retrain your habits, but that's just a good habit to have. Like you're respecting it, you're playing back, but your support's not. So you have to ping your support back. That's just good thing to do. Mm. Once we get level three, we can kind of trade. Okay, honestly wouldn't really go W level two. I mean, it's okay, but I would probably go E. And, I mean, you can't really do anything honestly until you're level three. But just in general, I think E is better level two. Unless if you're like all inning level two about to fight, W could be better because you just dodge auto attacks. But I think the dash could be a little bit more helpful for repositioning. But otherwise, it's like fine. Here, that guy walks into tower. Okay, kind of just getting harassed. That's how the lane goes. Yeah. Okay, now we're about to level three. Now we're level three. Now we can look to actually play the game. Here, I think you just have to know Nilah's EXP better. We hit level three before them just because that's just how our champ works. We should have looked to all in them while they're still level two because they need to take two minions out to hit level three, and we only need one. So since we hit level three faster, we could have hard traded them. Like we could have leveled up E, been standing here while we all that minion, and then just immediately went in super hard because we're level three, level two. So I think this is like definitely a missed opportunity. I think being aware, be aware that you hit level. This is when nilah power spikes hard. Be aware that you hit level three faster. Be more in position to all in level three because enemy will still be level two. So here, I'll show you where you would actually do it. But we could have like punished super hard here because we actually just hit level three faster. So here they're like autoing minions, autoing minions. We hit level three off this minion. So instead of standing here autoing, I would be walking up, hit this minion, and then I would look to just immediately all in these guys, and then we would have just like guaranteed won super hard with our W. So this would have been like a super winning trade, but we didn't really recognize that like the punish opportunity. It would have been like super good for us, honestly.
mm.
But it's fine. It's fine per se because you don't die or you don't get damaged, but you miss out on a huge opportunity that could completely snowball your lane. So that's kind of the problem. It's like just missing out on a free kill. And it's not even like it's a mechanical thing. It's literally just identifying power spikes. Like you're gonna be level three, they're gonna be level two. You just are stronger, so that's why we go all in. So in the future games, it's kind of like level two power spike, but if we about to hit level three, we definitely want to all in there. Just in the future, it's just something to know as nilah specific. In general, you want to fight. If you hit level three and they're level two, you always want to fight. But on nilah specifically, she hits level three faster, so that's why you want to be aware of that power spike. She literally just hits it faster, just how her EXP works. So we want to be aware of that for sure. Mm, and we want to be ready to all in. Um, so that was kind of a mistake. But otherwise, we're like kind of fighting here. This is fine. We can honestly probably position more aggressive, Once you're level 3 as Nyla, you're just quite literally strong. You can kind of just trade with your W because you have 2.25 seconds
Hmm.
of them not being able to auto attack you, which is absolutely huge. That's like three auto attacks, honestly. So you get three auto attacks on them. So we definitely want to look to trade if we have W. So like we definitely don't want
Yeah.
to waste our W.
Yeah. Right
Like
there, I was
if
feeling like scared. I guess like
it's fine.
not that
Honestly,
confident.
don't waste your W on Nyla. Like we don't have to play super passively. Like you only have to play scared on Nyla, level maybe one, possibly level two, but once you hit level three, you have your W, you have your Q, you have your E, you can dash on them, you can Q them, and if they try to retaliate, you have a W that literally dodges auto attacks. So
Okay.
once you hit level three on Nyla, she's quite literally just strong. That's just literally just the champion. Honestly, same as Yasuo. If you ever play Yasuo bot, you let them push in. The moment you hit level 3, you can just dash on them. You can win wall any of their damage, and then you can attack. It's like literally just you just want to get more comfortable with those power spikes because this is like it's still a high cooldown, so you want to play it appropriately. But you're completely kind of just wasting this ability that's pretty huge on Nyla. It's like almost game breaking early in game. It's like a huge spell to play around.
Okay.
Um, so we definitely don't want to be wasting that. That's like my key point. We don't want to waste it. We're kind of just farming. We don't have to play super scared because look how low this girl is. So if I was actually coaching you live, I'd say look to fight. We can literally like look at the HP differences. She has full
Yeah.
HP. You have pretty much have full HP. Your same HP as this guy, except this girl has no HP. So if you literally just all in them just off HP value, you would win it. So we definitely don't want to be like sitting back here playing scared. We want to be walking up, fighting him for the wave because we're just missing out on a lot of opportunity. I would say we're just like here we're running away from this girl when she literally has like less than half HP. Like the moment she walks up, we should just recognize, holy shit, this girl has no HP. Thanks for the free kill, and then you just go in and kill her. Honestly, that's like the moment I see that, like if I was playing Nyla here, the moment I see this girl walk up, I'm thinking, bro, what is this girl doing? She has no HP. I'm just gonna kill her. Like the moment I see this, I'm like, bro, why is this girl walking up? I can just kill her. Like that's literally probably what I'm thinking if I was playing this game. So we want to recognize those opportunities and just kill this girl, honestly. She was like super free. We definitely don't want to be scared of that. Here, if they recall, we don't really know if they recall, so it's like we're kind of not sure what to do. But it's fine to slow push. We can crash with next wave. If we're not sure if they recalled in this situation, if we're like half pushing, I would look at this wave and then push it with that one. That's like 100% what I do. So you definitely want to hard crash next one with these two waves. So here we hard crash. Good, good, good. Just make sure they don't freeze this. Okay, if he complete, we should have recalled for sure. The reason why we recalled there is and you can just rewatch. I'm not writing notes, but you can rewatch this. He just recalled. So since he recalled, you want to make sure you recall because now you're sitting on an item at disadvantage. So you're literally sitting on 1.2k gold. So that's definitely why you want to recall there. You want to make sure you recalled. Here now she's back to full HP, so you can't like just run at her. Before she was no HP, so that's why if she walks up, she's just trolling. But now she actually has HP. They have item advantage. See, you should have done exactly this, like dashing forward, eing at them, queuing at them, when they were no HP. But now you're doing it when they're full HP, back off recall, like completed items. So that's you want to do it at the correct times. Now is definitely not the time you want to trade. You wanted to do it when they're low. You fight when the enemy's weak, and you don't fight when the enemy's strong. That's pretty. It's like the art of war, but like that's literally all you do. If she's weak, if she's weak, walking up to you, you should honestly be thinking, "What the f is this girl doing?" Thanks for the free kill. If she's strong, walking up to you, then you play more defense, and you're like, "All right, I'm not gonna fight." But we want to be aware of that for sure. Otherwise, this is like fine. We still need a recall. We need to make sure we get a recall off. We're kind of taking a lot of damage. because we messed up our recall here. He randomly recalled. I don't know why. I don't know if he thought jungler was coming or what. But if we're not seeing in this guy in lane, we should, and we need a recall. And we need a recall because we're sitting on 1.6k gold. If the enemy recalled, we want to make sure we're matching their recall. So that's why we're really in need of a recall here. If we want a recall, we just push out the wave and then recall. That's like 100% what we want to be doing. If the enemy recalls, it's kind of like matching their tempo. If they recall, you recall. So, and the reason why you match their recall is because when you recall, you buy items. If you literally look at your items, you have a Dorn shield. This guy now has a serrated Dirk, D blade, Cole, and boots. So like he bought 2,300 gold worth of items. You have 2,000 gold, but you've only bought 450 worth of items. That kind of makes sense.
Uh, yeah.
Like he bought 2,000, you have 450. Like you see, there's like a huge discrepancy here of who is stronger. So that's 100% why you want to recall. So our immediate goal should be we need to recall. Honestly, this guy should kill you, but because Nilah is level 6, she has W, she has ulti, it's gonna be kind of hard to kill you. So you might not be punished for it. But this is honestly like super troll. You should still be punished because this guy has a lot of items.
Hmm.
But now we're like sort of just stuck in lane here. We're sitting on 2k gold. We definitely want to buy, but we can kind of see what happens here. Let me see what just happened. I looked away for a second. Okay, she's going to fight. Okay. Are you using your W for movement speed? Is that what you're doing? I definitely wouldn't use my W for movement speed. I would use my W for the fact that you can dodge auto attacks. That's like the most game breaking thing about this ability. Like the fact that you can dodge auto attacks, you definitely want to save your W. You don't want to use it to catch up to them. You want to save it for the moment you're on top of them. You can dodge auto attacks. So definitely don't use your W just for movement speed. I think that's actually pretty bad. Unless obviously you 100% get a kill for it. But in general, you definitely just don't really want to be doing that. Otherwise it's like fine. I'm not just trying to be like negative. But
Yeah,
this
no.
is fine. This is good. This is good. Leading with the see. This is why. This is when we want a W. We can dodge his auto attacks. But otherwise, that's fine. Mm, that's fine. We don't really have to cover the mechanics of it. I mean, here we don't have to run this far back if we see him in lane. I don't
Hmm.
know if you thought jungle was here, but we don't have to like run super far back. But it's like fine, I guess. We're like 100% getting a safe recall. Here farming good. What are we building? Why did we buy a BF sword? Are we rushing
For
collector or
some
what?
reason,
Sorry, what was
no, for
that?
some reason, I no, sorry. For some reason, I thought that I would get BF sword out of the way, so I could buy IE eventually.
That's
I was thinking the
not
same thing.
good, honestly. Like, the only person that can do that really is Draven. He goes like double B. The Draven is probably the only champ that goes double BF sword. Nilah, you just want to rush collector. So I would buy a pickaxe, serrated Dirk. Like, just in the future, only buy components for. It's not like the end of the world. You still get a lot of damage, but it really delays your collector. And honestly, collector is pretty huge on Nilah. It's a big power spike. So that's why you only really buy collector components for first item. Even if you have a shit ton of gold, I would just buy a pickaxe or a dirk because getting the first item power spike compared to just making sure you're gold efficient with BF sword is like much better just to have collector. So it's like just better to have collector. Um, Draven is like once again probably the only champ that buys like double BF sword. So just remember that. Here we can kind of see what's going on. We don't have to play like super scared. We're letting him push in, but if he's gonna push into us, this is fine. We should try and freeze. We have Warwick here. Good, good. Try to get the kill, obviously. Okay, nice try. This guy opens up. It's like super troll. Okay, we get dragged. This is all good. Um, good, good. Go back to farming. Good. Here, let me write this down. Um, let me just don't need to play super scared if level 3. Huge, huge power spike for Nyla. Power spike for Nyla. Don't waste your W on Nyla. Um, just using W for movement speed. Use to dodge auto attacks. Okay. Otherwise, you're doing fine. Missed a couple opportunities, but otherwise, it's fine, honestly. As long as we're not like completely inting, it's okay. But as you get higher rank, you one don't want to int, and two you definitely don't want to lose out on free opportunities. Like as you go up higher, you have to make sure of that. Here, when did we W? Okay, she flashed us, and then we W. Yeah, that's fine. This guy just wastes ulti, so that's all good. Okay, okay. I mean, honestly, we just use Lulu ulti. They just use Twitch ulti. If I was telling you live, I would say we 100% can all in this guy because he has no flash and we have ult. The moment he uses his ult, yeah, we don't have Lulu ult, but the moment he uses his ult, honestly, he's pretty useless. And if we're
Mm,
full HP, we can easily just all in this guy 100 to 0. So, like, okay, do we look? We should look. I would have ulted. You see, we literally got him to half HP, but if we ulted, we would have pulled him into us, so he has to
mhm,
run even further. So yeah, good that you recognize you can go in, but honestly, like I would just all in this guy. I think we definitely could have killed him, but like it's fine. But we just have to recognize opportunities when we can kill, because he's definitely 100% killable here. Um, like anytime, like this is all we have to do. Now that we're strong on Nyla, all we have to do is literally dash forward and hit them. We just quite literally need to recognize when we're strong and then just punish them. Like, because we literally are strong, we can dash forward on this guy on repeat and just out trade him with W, Lulu, whatever. So that's literally just how Nyla works. Look at your items. You're literally super strong. Yeah, he's strong, but he has no ulti. Like you can, if I was telling you live, I was like, you can kill this guy for sure. So you just have to recognize that and be able to kill. But over time, as you play this champion more, and then you kind of just understand that Twitch. Once again, it's not like I'm just saying you can kill this guy. The reason you can kill him is one, he's low. He's a squishy champ. He has low armor. He has no ulti, no flash. We have ult. We're full HP. I know the damage in Nyla. We can 100% just kill this guy on repeat. Well, we can 100% kill it. Like we can 100% kill this girl. Okay, we kind of. I mean, we definitely like if we miss our spells like that. That's not great. That's what will happen. Like in the future, I would E dash onto her. Like you would have to keep walking, but it's fine. Yeah, I mean, you want to save your E. Here's a Nyla tip, but you want to E. So if you use your E on a minion and you have no E, then don't ult because you're just not going to reach them unless you're right on top of them. But you want to E on top of them and then ulti. That's just a Nyla tip. Otherwise, yeah, that's why we died. We kind of messed up our execution here. We we definitely need to hit our ult to kill. That's like one of your advantages, the fact that you have ult and he doesn't have ult, and they have no flash. But to hit our ult, we want to make sure we're saving E to dash right on top of them. So that's like kind of what happened here. And then obviously you get TP'd on and die. You wouldn't have died 2v2, but because you get TP'd on. So I don't want you to think this was a bad opportunity. It was just kind of misexecution. And to execute it better, it's honestly not that difficult. You just save your E and then dash on them and then ult. That's literally all you have to do. You don't have to like E, Q, flash, W, ulti. Just
mhm,
make sure you E on them, you are literally right on top of them, and then you hit R. That's literally all you have to do to like execute better. You dash forward, but you had no E to dash onto them, so that's why you missed ult. You just want to make sure you're Eing onto them and then ulting. So if you E forward and then don't have another E, just don't use ult. That's like kind of tip. But otherwise, it's like sort of fine. We got TP'd on, so it kind of sucks. But mm, here, I don't know if you watch my videos, but you should recognize the fact that this guy is low. He wants to recall. We want to keep him in this lane state because he's super low. So we just
Mhm.
shove in waves to keep him on this lane state to kind of bait him in. So we want to recognize that he's trying to recall. He's literally recalling. We want to insta push this wave. And we want to insta push this wave so that if he does recall, he misses the whole wave. But if he doesn't recall because he sees you pushing and tries to stay for the wave, he's just staying at a really bad time. So that's like 100% what we want to do. We should have shoved this wave out, but it's fine. Just kind of watch this video and recognize that opportunity. Like rewatch what I was talking about, but it's fine. Here we're kind of not sure what's going on. Not Lilia's here. She could be ganking us. Uh, this one's okay. We don't really have the damage to kill. I think we're not super familiar with Nilah's damage, but like we can't really 100 to 0 this girl. I just know this champion's damage, but over time you'll learn the damage.
Mhm.
Unless see, this is why we want Collector. If we bought Collector here, we maybe could have killed her with the passive and the lethality and everything. But since we don't have Collector, because you would have had Collector, Collector with these two components is 1,125. So you actually would have had Collector because BF Sword's 1,300. But this is the problem. We don't really have Collector, and then we just literally don't have the damage for this. But it's fine to limit test this and rank flex and like even ranked because you learn your damage. So it's like fine. You like know for the future at this level or with these items, I just don't do that much damage. So that's like fine, I guess. You can kind of just limit test and try to learn from it. Here, what the hell? Why is this guy right here? I guess he's like getting ganked or something. He just flashed. What? Good, we're dashing on. Here, now is when I would actually use the W for movement speed. You don't want a W if you're about to fight the guy, but if you're quite literally just chasing him, this is when you want to use your W for movement speed. So
Mhm.
like there are times when you want to use your W. Here I would have used my W for movement speed. But it's fine. You still want to use your W because it has movement speed. You don't want to use it if you're about to straight up 2v2 them. You want to make sure you're playing around the fact that it dodges autos. But if
Mhm.
someone's literally just running away and you need movement speed to catch them, that's when I would use my W for movement speed. Um, but it's fine. Okay. You're back to pushing waves, pushing waves. Okay, we're going for tower. This is like sort of fine. We can cover your mid game macro, see kind of what you do, and then if you do want to continue, we can. I know how to work on, or like I'll know what you do well, and then for next time I'll coach the other stuff. If you do want to continue, it's up to you.
Yeah,
But
for sure, for
here,
sure.
uh, we go mid. Okay, we're fighting this guy mid. Okay, I would say work on your recalling. This is just what I'm thinking. Like, I'll write this down. What to work on? Recall timings. If enemy recalls, you recall for the most part. This is just for the most part. And then recognizing kill opportunities. If you are higher level, stronger items, enemy is low HP, you are high HP, etc. These are all just times when you can kill if you're higher. These are just quite literally power spikes to play around. But it's not like I'm saying you can just kill him blindly, randomly. I'm saying you can kill him because one, you are higher level, level 3, level 2. You have stronger items. You had like a BF sword and a serrated dirk, and he was low HP and you were high HP. So that's when you want to recognize kill opportunities. So once again, it's not like just, oh, you can kill the guy. There's a reason why you can kill him. Here, this is fine, Wing his Halo Blades auto attacks. Okay. This guy's taking a long time to kill. This is the problem. We kind of need Collector. It would have been nice to have Collector, but it's fine. We don't do like super damage to this guy. He's pretty tanky, honestly. Wait, does this even give armor? Oh, he's going. Oh, he's Bramble and Chain Best. That's why. Okay. We should definitely go mid here. Okay, so you do know about going mid. We just want to defend mid without dying. So now if we look at the comps, they have a CC tank, CC, CC tank in backline. So it is kind of a hard nilah game. You have to wait until this guy uses ulti. You have cleanse, so you don't have to worry so much about this guy's ulti. But you want to play around this guy's Q. You kind of want to ignore these two. You kind of want to ignore these two, and then focus ideally these three in team fights. So that's kind of just how you want to play it. But we can see what actually happens. We'll see. But that's kind of how you recognize how to play around the fights. Just think about who is hard to kill and who is easy to kill, honestly. And then obviously avoid the guys hard to kill. And then obviously don't die as well. Okay. Here, this is fine. This is fine. We should set up for drag. I'm not sure how good your mid game macro is or where you're at with that, but I wrote to someone. I'll write it for you as well. Um, Here, playing around objectives mid game, drag, towers, baron, etc. And then playing around strong teammates mid game and ignoring weaker teammates. That's literally all you have to do for mid game, but then the actual execution and identifying where to go is the hard part. But at its essence, like at its core, you just play around objectives. You play around the stronger teammates. Here, we finally got Collector, so this is good. If this guy opens like that, insta W, good. Honestly, this is kind of a bait, but this is fine. Honestly, in the future, if your Malzahar decides to ult their Twitch right in front of the tower, like he's gonna be tanking tower. This is like, and if there's three right here, this is kind of a bait to go in. We should just run. Even if he went in, like we'll probably kill this guy, but we'll probably die for it as well. Like it depends how worth it is to kill the Twitch, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like kind of a bait, honestly. Like we're probably gonna die for it. That's why I say it's kind of a bait. You don't want to get baited by teammates, but it's fine. But not really, honestly. You don't want to die too much mid game. So just recognize if you're gonna die for it, it's probably not worth. Yeah, I'll just write. This is like another general thing, but you can like read all my notes later. But if you are going to die for the kill, it's probably not worth unless you get a bounty. I'll just say that. That's
Yeah.
like a general idea, but this is all like knowledge and tips. Here we're going in. Good, good. This is all nice. Do we have IE? Is that why we're recalling? Okay, that's good. Oh, we got stopped, but it's fine. Recall for IE, good. We want to make sure we're in this drag fight for sure. Yeah, this is a problem. They're kind of a tanky team, so this isn't the greatest game for Nyla. I think like Squishies is slightly easier for her, because she's kind of just like melee trying to one shot, not completely one shot, but she does have one shot capabilities with Collector. But otherwise, she does do a lot of damage. This is all good, nice, nice, solid. Here, it's fine to push out the wave, but we want to make sure we take in Dragon. As long as War can solo it, then we don't really need to help him. But we just want to make sure someone's taking Dragon. That's like just macro 101. After.
Yeah.
You probably could have pushed out one more wave here. It's kind of greedy. But if the wave is quite literally right here and you're standing right there, you can probably come push it out just without dying. If you recall, because you don't know where anyone is, but we kind of see them all on the map, we can kind of push that wave. We're just giving up a free wave. But it's fine, I guess. more like missed opportunities than but like missed opportunities can be viewed as mistakes, honestly. So I would be a little careful about saying it's okay. We don't want to miss too many opportunities, especially if I think they're free. But otherwise, this is fine. You definitely do a lot of damage. You have IE Collector Last Whisper. You're definitely able to start one-shotting the Cho'Gath. You can definitely one-shot the Twitch Mel. You can probably even slap the Lilia. So this is
Mm-hmm.
all good. You definitely want to make sure you're in the fights now. You're fighting with your team. Obviously, take smart fights, but you definitely want to make sure you're in these fights. And then Lulu just gonna buff you. I don't know if she's your duo, but 100% this Lulu should only ult you.
Okay.
But otherwise, you can't control that. But you can ask her, Lulu, can you ult me or whatever. But that's just how it should play out. Here, this is fine, matching our tempo with support. Here, if you can't farm mid, I would have farmed that Wolves. You can rewatch this. I won't write it down because now I'm just bogging you down with everything. But I would
Uh,
have, if I would farm as much gold as possible mid game. So I would have farmed Wolves and then ran bot to farm this wave. You just want to farm, especially if you're fed. If you're carrying, your team literally will not care. If you're like 7-3 100, if you're 7-3 carrying the game, your team won't care if you take gold as long as you carry. They really do not care from personal experience. If you're 0-10, you're probably gonna get flamed for taking jungle camps, but if you're doing well, they honestly will not care. So I would take as much jungle camps as possible. Here we don't have to play so scared. Like in 50-50 situations, you're kind of running backwards, but like here, we can take this wave. The other time, we could have taken the wave. Like if in a neutral state, we can kind of just take the wave because we're pretty strong. It's not like oh, just delusionally walk up, but it's because we're
mm-hmm.
strong. We see them on the other side of the map. We can honestly just take that wave. Here, good. We're rotating to this. This is all fine. This is all good. Uh, nice, good, good. We don't use cleanse there. Good, that's smart. Good, good, good. Here, run mid. Take the wave. Okay, good. That's all good. Okay, we can kind of just look to go in. Yeah, see, this is when nilah gets fed. This is what I wanted you to do in lane phase. You need to recognize when you're strong in lane phase, and then you can just straight up dash on them and then kill them. This is what I wanted you to do in lane. This is exactly how I want you to play it in lane phase if you're strong. You dash in and then dash on top of them and just start hitting them. You just have to recognize in lane phase when you're strong. You literally could have done this exact same thing in lane phase, so we just want to recognize when we could have done it then. But otherwise, good, good. See, we can kind of just do whatever. Don't want to get hit by too much though. We have to be a little careful. But otherwise, this is fine. As long as we have W, we're relatively safe from this Twitch. We can dash straight on. Good, yeah. We can just dash straight on this guy and kill him. If we have W, I don't think you understand. Like, if you have this spell up, you literally win any trade in bot lane. Obviously, if the AD carry is super good, he's gonna auto space you, wait out your W, whatever. But like assuming we're just like running at them and we're in range to hit them, this spell is just turbo OP, 2.25 seconds of not being able to hit by auto attackers. And these
Mm-hmm.
guys literally are auto attackers. We can just dash on them and kill them. So I want to see this more often from you when we are strong. Don't just delusionally walk up and start fighting, but when we are strong, we have W up here. Look at our items, 3 items. We have Lulu quite literally right here. We can just dash on this guy and kill him. So I definitely want to see more of that if I'm watching your games. And if you do coach with me, I'll keep reiterating it. And then I'll watch you if you go in and mess it up. I'll watch you. But you see how strong you are. You definitely want to just start killing these guys on repeat. I'm sure in silver you can kill these guys on repeat. You just have to recognize window opportunities. Here, once again, we can 100% just kill this girl. Good. Yeah, we literally are just so strong. We can just run up and kill these people. So this is all good. You definitely want to be doing this. So this is all good. All right. Good, good, good. We want to play this drag fight. We're super strong. I'm saying you can run up and kill these guys on repeat, but we still have not run into the Malphite in the Cho'Gath. This guy
Okay.
has ulti. You have to be careful of his ult. You have to be careful of this guy's Q, and he can silence you. So it still is hard, but if you run into any of these guys solo, you 100% can kill them. But with this guy, it's a little different. So we need to recognize like that Malphite can ult us. So we have to be a little careful of that. Here they're kind of trapped in the pit. We definitely want to just go in on them. Good, we go in on them. The moment we see this guy start autoing us, we 100% should. I know it's getting crazy, but we definitely want to pop our W here. You can
Okay.
even do it to save like there's a couple things as you're playing Nyla and get more experience. You'll just recognize I need to use my W on Twitch. You'll just see the champ Twitch and realize I need my W if he ults. I need to watch out for Malphite. He has like if I bring up the Malphite in Blitz, you just recognize Malphite has ulti. Blitzcrank has his hook, his Q. Twitch, I need my W for his ult. You'll just recognize what you need to do against certain champs as you get more experience, but we definitely want to save our W for Twitch ulti. Here, honestly, we can 100% just jump this guy the moment he shows. Good, good, okay, good. We weren't scared there. That's 100% good. Nice. See, like, they don't. In Silver, if I start giving you this mindset, they won't realize they'll do all this in stuff where they just walk up into you. This guy is freaking gold. They'll just walk up into you. You can just easily kill this guy the same. I was trying to get that idea with Mel when like early game I was talking about Mel had like no HP. It literally is that free. And it might not have seemed like it to you, but it was literally that this free. That Mel walking up was quite literally this free. This is that Mel. This is that Mel. This is you. She walked up into you and then I was just like, wait, why did we not just go in and kill this girl like this? Like, that's how
Okay.
free it was to me. I want you to be able to recognize those opportunities as well. And that'll just come from playing the champ. You need to realize, even though you don't have three items, Mel's early game Nyla level 3, she is strong. Early game Nyla level 3 is strong. If the other champ literally has no HP and we have full HP, we're just stronger. We're like, so we want to recognize those opportunities because it's like giving up those free kills. We're just giving up these free kills, so it's like it's not bad per se. It's kind of bad, but it's not bad per se that we're dying. It might not seem like a mistake, but we're literally just giving up free kills like that. And I honestly don't want you to be giving up free kills if I'm watching your gameplay. So I'll bring that up if you do continue coaching. I'll bring up opportunities like that. Here, good. We get the tower of run. I'm not sure how we lose this game. I guess our team was like not really doing well, but you're like super fed. I honestly think you can kill these guys on repeat. What are we building? Why are we going Zeal? Are we going Phantom Dancer or is this like Navori? Navori
Yeah,
is
it's kind of worry.
okay. I honestly think they have a lot of damage threat, and you have so much damage already. I think you should have went Shield Bow. I think Shield
Mm.
Bow would have made you. I think Shield Bow is still good on Nyla. Shield Bow would have made you unkillable with this Lulu. Like you already have three offensive items. You honestly just need one defensive item. Like and I think Shield Bow is really strong here. That you would have made you unkillable with Lulu. This guy has an execution ulti. They have burst. They have like I honestly think if you're gonna go a fourth item, you should just go Shilbo and Nyla. In the future, I think Shilbo is like really strong. So I still, it's not like I play offensive, but I still know how to play itemized defensively.
Yeah.
But if you have three offensive items, I honestly think Shieldbow is perfect here. You'll just never die, and you'll still do a shit ton of damage. So I think this is kind of a mistake. But we'll see. Here we get Baron, good. Here, once again, the moment you see this guy hit ulti, hit W. But this is kind of why we go shield bow. Like, we do a shit ton of damage, but we take a shit ton of damage as well. Like, if we had shield bow here, I honestly don't think we die. So, like, I don't even think Navori is that great on Nyla. It's like, okay, I guess. I don't know how it interacts with her E, if it, like, impacts the charges. But, like, I honestly think we definitely should have went shield bow. At the very least, we should go GA or Bloodthirster. We need one defensive item. You don't have to go two item. Definitely don't go two defensive items. You don't need three. but at the very least, I think you need one, especially on a melee champ. So I guess I'll
Mm,
write this down, but shield bow on melee champs are almost necessary because you are, I mean, because you quite literally are melee, you're going to be in range. Like, you're going to guarantee be hit because you are melee, you're guaranteed going to be hit by the enemy. So you kind of just want shield bow because if you're playing a range champ in a theoretical world, you can space it, never be hit. Like, that's not super realistic, but you have more window because you're playing range. But with nilah, she's melee. You definitely want shield bow. So I think Navori is honestly kind of a mistake. Obviously, I'm not blaming you, but I do think you could carry this game, and I do think in this team fight, shield bow would have helped you if you're surrounded by like three people. Having shield bow is definitely good. So I'd
mm.
really consider going shield bow fourth item. But otherwise, it's fine. We can still watch this game. Uh, We're kind of running out of time, but I wanted to cover the full game. Then I can ask you if you have any questions. We have like 10 more minutes ish. But we can continue watching. But I guess you die one more time and then we lose. But mm, we can see. Okay. 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 We're kind of playing drag, waiting around. Once again, we should just like be able to identify, watch out for this guy, watch for this guy, save W for this guy the moment he goes in. That's pretty much just all you have to do to play out this team fight correctly. Um, okay. What are we building? Last item? I guess I don't see. But yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Kind of got caught there. That's a problem if we don't have cleanse up. So
Yeah.
going QSS isn't the worst. I think GA or QSS is best, especially if you're not going shield bow. You definitely want one defensive item. I don't know why our Lulu is mid, but in the future you can't really control Lulu. But I would be watching this Lulu, and if I see her run mid, I would either ping her to come help me, or I would just run away, or I would go meet with the Lulu. So you just literally you have to make sure you are playing around the Lulu, and then whatever that is, if either she comes to you, you go to her, either one, you guys just have to be playing together because this is not great. We kind of got caught right before a major team fight. But otherwise, it's still fine. We're just super low here. You guys get wombo comboed here. Honestly, their comp is just better, but we're like turbo fed. Oh, and then see, we're still turbo fed. We can still like one shot the shit out of them. Honestly, this where's this Twitch? Here we can still one shot him. Oh shit, this sucked. That's so unlucky.
Yeah.
They were so low. That one's not really your fault. You played it like as best as you could. They kind of kited you, but the problem was like you started the team fight off at this HP. If you started at full HP, I think you would be fine. But you started off at like 0 HP and almost clutched it, so I will give you that. Honestly, you almost clutched it. But you would have, you see, if you were full HP, you probably would have won it. So we want to see why were we not full HP? Yeah, we got caught, but it's because we weren't playing around the Lulu. So in future games, I would identify that this Lulu and you are like super important to winning this game. So one of you guys has to stand on top of each other. But yeah, kind of unlucky. This one, like, it was really close. You honestly tried it with your life. Wow, do you guys actually lose off that? That kind of sucks. No, oh. Honestly, that was a close game. That was honestly you played pretty well. You obviously went 15-5. You played really well. You missed a few kill opportunities. You could play slightly more aggressive, as I showed you. You recognized it. If it looked free, you went in. But we want to recognize the other times when it like maybe is kind of iffy. We still want to go in. We want to recognize those times. But you played well. I think if you had shield bow, it would have been. Oh God! I think if you had shield bow, it would have been like a lot better. We want to make sure we're playing around the Lulu late game. That's like the major thing. We want to make sure we're playing around Lulu
Okay.
and playing around objectives, recall timings. I wrote this down. Your recalls in lane were pretty bad, honestly. If you want me to like
Hmm.
be honest, what you need to work on, you need to work on your recall timings. Recognizing kill opportunities is not as bad. This one you need to work on for sure. If you want to continue, I can help you with that. Or if you don't want to continue, because it is $20 an hour. If you don't want to continue, this is something you should work on and try to figure out yourself. Recall timings, you want to figure out when to recall. Recognizing kill opportunities, you saw it mid game, but early game, it quite literally was that free to me. That free, you saw it was free mid game, free late game, early game, it was quite literally that free as well. So we want to recognize kill opportunities. And then these are just generic stuff, playing around objectives. Honestly, you playing around objectives was pretty fine. Playing around strong teammates was fine. The major mistakes were definitely the recall timings, early game recognizing kill opportunities. You definitely should have went shield bow. I definitely think that was a mistake. And
Hmm.
then honestly, I'm not gonna blame you because it was like one mistake mid game. Honestly, you probably had one mistake mid game. Obviously, there's like little stuff, but one major mistake mid game is we want to make sure we're not getting caught before the major team fight, and like that's because we weren't playing around the Lulu. So one
Hmm.
of you guys once again needs to go here. The other one needs to go here. Like one of you guys need to do that. So just communicate in your games. But otherwise, you played well. That was like pretty much the game. It's been about an hour. I covered the whole game, so like I guess what did you think? Do you have any questions or how'd it go? Or like I know you were listening most of the time, but how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. Feel like I've learned quite a bit. I don't really
That's
have any
good.
questions game wise as of right now. I do have a question though.
Hmm.
How do I pay you?
How
Do
do
you?
you, it would be Venmo or PayPal if you do want to continue.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead and book another session maybe
Okay,
for.
wait. If this is all we're talking about, I'll stop the recording. But do you have any other game related stuff?
Oh, no, no,